Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another solo leveling Arise video. In this one, we will be going over the hunters and which ones you should use as a free to play. I am also a free to play. I've been very lucky with the SSRs I've gotten, and I'll make sure to go over all the SR units that I do recommend you using. Let me quickly just go over this. So these are all my current ones. I'm level 45. I don't think I'm much in need of anyone else. Besides probably another fire user, because he is good, but overall I wouldn't like to have him in my team. Like 14k total damage compared, and she's level 40 compared to level 43, and she has 1k more. Like if I were to max her out right now, like her total power just increases insanely, and I think it's also because of the artifacts she has, because it all matches with her attributes. So I think that's a good sign. But okay, firstly, we know that you're gonna start with Gino, Joey. Why am I Joey? Yeah, Joey, and probably this guy, Sung Chiyul. These are the three starter packs, basically. The rest you will get along, as you go along the game. But these three, honestly, the most underrated breaker, and I would say he's probably better than Bike. Bike, you know. I should know his name. Uh, Jinho Jinho's breakability is second to none. He's oh why am I here? I don't need to dot here on him. His break what? Go back. Okay. His breaking ability is insane. The damage he does is insane. The cooldown he has is very low because he's a SR rated and he's not. He has break skill in his basic skills. And it's obviously if you level them up, this light stuff will keep increasing. I think. Yeah, no, but the amount of damage if you level him up, I think this one goes up over time. But he stuns the person, he breaks the shield, and he does damage to the person, and he's a light user. He does four things at once, which is insane. And he breaks it. Defense. He increases your defense as well. What else does he do? Like he is very well, I got my SSR and I was like, oh, he's so good, he's an SSR, and I'm like, yo, let's go. If I were to, I would like. She also does. He's a full-time breaker and like a good attack. She does some break moves. Honestly, if I knew how good he was before leveling up all these guys, I would probably have him as my breaker instead of CO. Even though CO is broken itself, his defense damage he does if I level him all up, like look at his ultimate skills, 2000 damage, which is really insane. So you should make sure if you are free to play, like I am, I really got lucky with all of these when I packed them. With your main focus should be him instead of your healer or Chiyul. Over time, you'll probably get used to all other. You'll probably start getting like side characters like this dude or her. Like I got him and I'm never gonna use him because I don't have enough money to. But if you're starting off and if you're new, the perfect trio to have is these three because these three are like these three for me, right? Because they do insane amount of damage for the level they are at, and they're all three unique attributes types. What I mean by that is like one is light, one is water, and one is fire. So obviously main priority Yojin Ho. Next, it should probably be Song Chio. His fire damage is insane, and he doesn't. He is a good support, but the his accumulated damage is really good. But instead of that, you should probably use her as more of like your support kind and your healer. Basically, you do need a healer at the start of the game. I use her till Igris, and overall she did really well. Like when I was fighting Igris, I was using Ana Ruiz, her and Biak Biak Biak. My autistic my okay yeah I can't speak. I'm a bit tired, but um, so Biak, what's her name? Ana Ruiz and her were a good trio because I had a healer, I had a water type, and I had a light type against Igris, and Igris' weakness is a light type. So overall, your initial three, these three. After that, once you start, I'm gonna go over each of them real quickly. She's a really good water type. I've played with her in another account when my initial three were her, Yu Jinho, and the fire type, Song. And she's really good at like I don't think she doesn't have any break, but any water type enemies she can demolish. Her overall accumulative damage she does is insane. Her QTE and ultimate are really good. This guy, even though he was terrible at in the manga itself, but in the game, his ultimate and his because he goes through the shield. Like whenever an enemy like Igris has like a shield or like how would I say this? Whenever they have a break shield or anything, he does the damage through them whenever they are light type. So the break doesn't affect him. With Kim Sang Shik, to be honest, he's not the best to use. It's just the random character they've given out. Same with Park Jum. He is really like, if you need a Wind type, he is the better Wind type out of the two. Yojino, we talked about him, legend. I've used him once or twice in like easier levels just to test him out, and to be honest, he is like Byack Yunho, but Byack Yunho is more on steroids than he is, obviously. But his attacks are really good. He just he has a good break ability, and so does him. So that's why I use him more than I do the Wind type. And honestly, if you have another, like I would say, actually no, I was gonna say the SRs are better than the SSR Wind types, but if you need a Wind type, he's the perfect one to choose. Next is Libora, the GOAT itself. I haven't used her much because I haven't gone through any dark enemies, but I think she's really good with her basic skills. She does a lot of damage with basic skills, and she's only level 20 with the damage she does. She has a really good ultimate, and she stuns a lot of the enemies, so it's really good. Now I've used her, well, I think till Igris for maxing out like my heals. She's a really good healer. She's a really good support, and I make sure to upgrade her support because sometimes it's like because her way of healing is not like she just heals you. She puts a platform out and then she heals you, so it's not like the easiest way to reach. Next we have Kang. Okay, he's just I used him more on dark missions because he was just really helpful in the sense that he can do poison a lot of enemies and his core attacks are really strong. With her, she's goaded. She has breaks, she has water power, and she freezes the enemies for a certain amount of time. So once she freezes it, it's like you have like 4 or 5 seconds just to do as much damage as you can without the enemy attacking you. You can break, you can do your poison attacks, all that. With him, Song Chio, um, honestly, he's like your average character you get. He's not breaking, but he's strong. He does the Anna Ruiz, the GOAT, as well. She breaks, she's a water type, she poisons. Does she poison actually? Wait, let me check that. I don't think she poisons, never mind. But her breaking damage is strong, and she has a lot of them, so every time break damage is done, like this one is medium, light, light, light. Oh, wait, light. So she has a lot of light attacks and a massive ultimate that poisons the person. Next, Seo Jiwoo. She has really good break skills. They're both light, I presume. Yeah, they're both light, but what's it called? I think over time it does increase to medium. She is. I should level her up a bit more, but she has a good attack type. When the QE buttons, whenever you're doing like hunter gates or hunter missions, she focuses on QE. The QE attacks are more on like they're all recharge really fast every time you attack, so you don't need to wait for it. Doesn't consume more mana than it should. But yeah, and next is my current healer, my GOAT. Min Byung-gu. His he doesn't break, but he can trap the enemies on like a force field and has like a really good attack with that. Really good healer, probably the best healer in the game. And then Byakuin Ho, my ultimate breaker. All the break attacks he had, all the his attacks are breaks. Literally, he is a breaker. Besides his ultimate, everything he has is he is a breaker. But he's also really strong. Whenever you're doing solo missions with him, he probably 4 or 5 shots the person, or his QE abilities are insane. Well, hopefully, anytime if I get any more characters, I'll probably do a video on them soon. So let me know if you want to see that.